Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Board Game Spotlight Game Night. Tonight we are going to play Rurik, Dawn of Kiev. As you can see, we have it on the table in front of us.
Yeah, game night. What's going on, everybody? Really excited to be here. We are very, very excited
to be here in our own home.
To be here live streaming this for you. For those of you who are watching at home, we'll be able to show this one off to you guys. I'm just going to start off and say that this is easily one of my favorites this year. It's going to be hard to I'm not even going to try to suppress my excitement.
I called it last year when it was still a Kickstarter, so I'm going to say this one's mine.
Okay, you can have it. I'll give it to you. But it's definitely going, it's a top 10 of the year. It is very, very good. And it is a lot of fun. So just right off the bat, I'm just saying it right now. That way you all know it's going to be hard to contain my excitement for this game.
Have you ever been able to contain your excitement? You're just
no, I'm just saying it's so good though.
It is so good. It is so thinky. You might even see some AP tonight from us, which you guys know is super rare. But the decisions in this are excruciating because you have to plan your turn out before you take your turn. So you have to decide what you're going to do on this board.
So many good layers.
Oh, it's so good.
You've got the auction bidding for the worker spots. You've got the area control. But it feels a lot more like Inish if you've ever played Inish.
I have not.
You can live peacefully in the lands, and it's just whoever has the most in that area is the ruler. Mm-hmm. So again, it just has so many really, really cool aspects to the game, and it plays really well. It scales well because you'll notice that on the board we actually
covered up some territories.
We've covered some territories. We only play with 8, so these 8 green ones. So we've covered up everything that we won't be using. That way you're not confused with what you see on the board.
And they have it color coded, so we're playing with the green, and then there's some yellow ones and some brownish red ones that will come into play with the higher player counts.
Absolutely.
And we have the game mat, which is gorgeous, but we are using the board tonight just for space issues because the game mat is bigger.
Yep.
And this game takes up a lot of space. We wanted to make sure that you guys were able to see everything better. So we are using
We're using the board, yeah. But the playmat is gorgeous.
It is. It's gorgeous.
And we are using the metal coins. So I want to go ahead and start by saying, for everybody that's watching...
Team
Derek, what's going on? No, but thank you for watching tonight. Whether you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube post live or you're on Facebook right now, thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy this playthrough. But I want to go ahead and say that Kirk Dennison right now, if you follow the link to the store, Peacekeeper Games for Rurik, Dawn of Kiev, we've partnered with them. And if you put in Team Derek or Team Lizzie into the order checkout comments, one lucky winner is going to win a deluxe copy of Gearworks, which is their puzzly Sudoku type game. And if you love puzzle games, that is going to be right up your alley. Also, right now, if you put in Team Derek or Team Lizzie on their website and you order the game, you get the free metal coins. And these metal coins are no joke.
They're really cool.
They're really cool. They're actually modeled after historically accurate coins in the era during the 1500s, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. And there's a link to that website, and Kirk's thrown it in the comments as well over on Facebook. So let's go ahead and explain kind of what's happening here.
Okay, well, we're going to start by placing our people out onto the board.
Okay.
So let's just go ahead and do that.
So there's a little bit of drafting at the beginning. We're going to draft for area control, and it's going to be 3. Don't forget, it's 3 of them.
Yeah.
So you are the first player. You get this really awesome. Look at this bear.
This
bear. It's adorable. This is the first player marker. So Lizzie's going to have that. It's in your boat.
Yep, it's in my boat. Okay, it's covering up my stuff. Okay, I will go to Kiev.
I'm going to start off in Novgorod.
I'm going to go to Polotsk.
I feel like we have to have thick Russian accents when you play this game.
It's not Russia.
It's Eastern European.
Well,
Eastern
not all
Europe.
Eastern European.
I know, but it's
Russian.
that whole. I understand that.
They
but
are very different.
I'm sorry. I feel like Rostov is where I went. Also, I want to make a note. During the setup, you can go where your opponent is. You do not have to place in areas. I could double up in Novgorod again, or I could come over and be in Kiev with Lizzie. It's all good. It's a peacefully ruling land type situation until there's combat. So yeah.
Okay, so my leader is Agatha.
What's Agatha's ability?
Well, I was going to place her first.
Oh, okay.
She's going to go in Polotsk. Her ability is that when I move her, I can also move 2 troops that are in the same spot with her along with her for free.
That's really good.
So she can bring people with her because she's that kind of a leader.
Let me
she
see. Show
people.
off Agatha. And by the way, the artwork in this game is so good.
Everything in this game is so good.
So good. So there's Agatha's card, and on the backside, it's a full, like, tarot-sized card. Actually, I think it's a little skinnier than tarot. And then I am playing as Sviatopolk, who is uses the rebels for his ability. So rebels in Sviatopolk's region count as my troops for purposing of ruling, and ruling will come into effect when we go through the cleanup phase of the end of the round during the claiming. And if I defeat a rebel in the region with Sviatopolk, then I can replace that rebel with one of my troops, which is really cool. Now this has to go in a place with one of my miniatures, so I'm going to.
You're just going to try and take over Kiev, aren't you?
I mean, maybe I want to. All right, we also have these. These are not deed cards, but orders into the game type situation. So we each got 2 of these. We're going to choose to keep one, and we're going to discard the other one. And that's going to be our end-game objective. Kind of, a path to victory.
I'm going against my instincts on this one, but that's based on...
Are you going outside your comfort zone?
No, just what I initially planned, seeing some things that were just taking place. I've decided not to go that way.
I mean, the way the board sets up, it
does tell you a lot. Okay.
It does.
So there's a couple things we're going to do each round. So the beginning of the round, we're going to place our advisors. So that's what these are, our numbers. So... 1 is going to go first, obviously, but 5 is the most powerful. So if I put a 5 here, only a 5 with a coin on top of it, making a 6, would move it down. Whereas if I put a 1 here, Derek could put his 2 there and push me down. So the further you get pushed down, the less powerful the abilities are.
It's auction bidding and programming, because what you're doing is you're placing your workers that resolve in turn order lowest to highest, but you're bidding for those locations. So you're trying to hopefully sneak in a 1 or a 2 in a location where you can maximize, because you get pushed down towards the bottom of the strategy board and you have to end up paying for actions. If you're at the top of the strategy board, you get more actions. And it's really, really important as we explain what's happening here. So like what Lizzie said, we'll place during the strategy phase, we place all of our advisors.
We'll go every other.
Throughout the end of each round.
There's 4 rounds, in the 3rd and 4th round we'll get a second and third person.
And then the action phase is kind of where everything starts to come together. We're going to resolve our actions on the strategy board from lowest to highest. And so you're trying to sequence your play here.
So that everything can chain into each other and work perfectly. Because you might forget and then be like, oh, I'm going to move the people. I haven't mustered them yet. There's no one on the board I can move. Oh, no.
Or you might have made an attack without a legal area to attack into.
Or you didn't have enough people, and then you end up like losing people, and then you don't end up winning that place, and you're just like, I put that the wrong number.
It burns the brain in all the right places. It's so great. Like, this to me is an easy game to learn, and a game that has so much depth based on the players at the table and the leaders that are available. Like, it is unbelievable. So after we do the action phase, we go to claiming. And that's kind of where we're trying to move up this claim board and score victory points for the end of the game.
So as we rule, build, and trade, we're going to be able to move up them. And then there's the warfare where we'll move up on that. And it's first and second. Yeah.
Now, you will have these rebels. When we remove rebels, you'll get on the bottom, there's something printed on them.
So you'll receive that.
You'll receive that little thing. You'll move up the attack. There's so many little things that we'll talk about when they happen in game.
Exactly, because we don't want to overwhelm you with learning all the things the buildings do.
But I feel like that's a really good overview.
It
kind
is
of like
a very good overview.
The flow of the game.
Yeah.
So, we've got strongholds, churches, and markets. Those are the 3 types of buildings we can build. Oh, let's talk about our boat. Our boat. They can see your boat, but they can't see mine very well.
So we have stone, wood, fish, honey, and skins or pelts for.
Pelts. Yeah, that works.
It's all the same.
So
as you fill these up,
tax action.
You'll tax the area you're in. So each one has a different thing. So there's fish here, wood here, etc. So once you gain them, you can earn coins at the end when you have the boat filled in with 2 or 3 or 1 of those specific items. And then as you collect goods on your boat, you're able to move up the trade track.
Yep. Yeah, which is important. Like, there's so many of these little tracks that you can move up to try to score points. Anytime you see this seal, that is a victory point. So just keep that in mind. There are deed cards at the end of the round.
We'll get one.
Yep, we'll get a deed card, and these are face up in front of us, and we can turn it in if we meet the requirements. And then on the bottom, like you'll see here, if I have the first player marker and I discard 2 pelts, then I'll get a free movement. And these can be very, very strong because it doesn't require you to set up on the action board. These are just things you can do. Like the Great Library is discard a scheme card and a rock, a stone,
and get to build.
Get to build.
Yeah, now one of the scheme cards, they also help with the attack. And we're just going too far into it. We just need to start.
Yeah, we just need to go.
Okay, so I'm first player. So we have our 4 advisors that we're gonna place out.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, one of the things, while Lizzie's thinking about what's happening, one of the things I want to talk about, you'll see multiple symbols. You'll see 2, 1, and 1. Now, the 2, 1, and 1 is very, very important because... knocked you down. Now, when we're placing on the strategy board, well, let me go ahead and finish my thought here. If you don't rule a land, and this game revolves around ruling lands, so if you have the most of your color in an area, like right now I rule Kiev, I can build or muster into that area for 1 point. So 1 build, 1 muster, etc., or attacks would be 1, right? If I do not rule a land, like Lizzie rules this land and this land, like let's say I was in Chernigov, and there's no clear ruler, then it costs both of us, or, you know, if I'm taking it 2 points. So I would have to spend both of those points to build in a place where I do not own. And that's one of the cool things about this game, is that you can build in any area you want. You don't necessarily have to be owning or ruling that land in order to build there, but you do have to have a unit. That is important to note. Okay, so I knocked you down on the scheme. The other thing I was going to talk about was using the strategy board that you cannot double up in one of the columns until you've placed in 3 different columns. So until Lizzie and I are, like Lizzie's about to be in her 3rd, which means now she could go to one of the other columns. And also these will fill up. So like once mustard is gone, no one else can get in there. So some of these, like towards the end of the game, you'll see tax and maybe movement fill up very quickly. All right, so I'm going to put my 1 into... tough call. I'll go attack. Oh, you taxed. Which means I could pay 1 and bump your muster out. Ho ho, because I made it a 6 instead of a 5. So during the strategy phase, you can pay any number of coins to raise the level of your counselor.
To make them more powerful, but I mean, then you're spending resources. So it's that double-edged sword. Okay, so this will go back to the bank. It's done.
It'll come off the board after when you resolve it.
And that was the last thing played, so we don't need it anymore. Okay, so
BJ, what's up? Great to see you. Thanks for popping in.
Draw 2 of these scheme cards, and I will get to keep one of them.
So you're going to take your 1 off the board, and that resolves. BJ Roses said, by the way, board game Gumbo, great to see you. Thanks for popping in. Said he almost had a chance to play this. I do hope you get a chance to play this weekend. That's a good point, Kirk, that the deed cards, these end of the round cards, will give us victory points if we complete them. And this game is pretty tight on victory points. That could actually make a big difference.
Okay.
And Dell Laird said that they love the action timing mechanic. I agree with you. That's one of the things that keeps me bringing back here. Like, this feels like a game in and of itself, and then you come out here and you're just like, oh my gosh, like it just works so well. Okay, I get to attack twice. Oh no. So rebel.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, do that.
Rebel.
What'd you get?
2 coins.
Oh, coins.
You also keep these because you could have an end of the game objective that you want to have the most rebels for. And I'm going to attack here, and that actually becomes mine because Viatapolk is there. So I get to do that. And this is another coin. So just kind of loading up on money.
see this before?
I did
like,
not.
what's up with that? Okay.
I just randomly grabbed
I
them.
get to double build.
Ooh, that's really good.
So I am going to build.
Really good. Oh, wow. You're going for double markets?
Oh, it has to be one I control.
You have to control it. So you could place one here or you could place here. But you do not rule.
Okay,
you only rule there.
Here.
You're just going to lose that?
Well.
Oof.
Yeah, because I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I believe in you. You got a plan.
Well, did you not take your 2?
No, I didn't take my 2.
Oh, that's my tax. I haven't taxed yet.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Kidding.
So I get to do my, so here's the interesting part. Here on the top scheme, you technically get to give the first player marker to any one of your choice, including yourself. So there could be times where you don't necessarily want to go first, but you want to move this around the table to try to see what's going to happen.
You want me to keep it, babe? That is so nice.
I actually think in a 2-player game, it's a lot better to go first. But if I was playing a 3 or 4-player game, I like to go last, as I can kind of see things happen around the table. That way I can react. This decision actually gives you a really meaningful decision on, do you want to be reactionary or proactive? Very cool. I'm taking the first player marker. Sviatopolk is going to ride the bear into battle.
Sometimes you get the essence, sometimes you don't.
Sviatopolk. All right, I'm drawing 3
okay.
schemes, and I get to keep one and discard the other. What did you do with the ones you discarded? Didn't you draw schemes earlier?
Did it here.
Oh.
It's discarded.
No, I know, but the schemes are over here, so we'll make a discard pile there.
Oh, then what did I draw? I
you drew a deed.
Well, why would you put them next to the board? I can't reach over there. Well, don't put them on top.
Here.
I was like wondering. I was like, I didn't think
Those
that's what
are
they
the
look
schemes.
like.
No.
Okay, let's put those over there.
Well, I was purposely trying to cover this up because I don't want anything that's not in play showing. All right. I am... Ooh.
Wait. I would have had these beforehand. And it was your fault.
It's not my fault. You don't get it. Next turn, you can use it.
No.
Nope. Next turn.
This was totally your fault. Why would you put those next to the scheme board and put those way up there where I can't see them? I'm doing it. I'm going to use this so I could have built. I'm going to do it. Because otherwise it was a wasted action.
All right.
I'm doing it. Because that was not my fault.
I mean...
It's not.
It kind of is your fault because it's clearly the scheme cards have a back. Like, that's a scheme card. It clearly has a different back than those. It's very obvious. It's very obvious.
It's very obvious?
Yeah, it is.
It's very obvious.
It has a freaking sword on it.
Okay.
And then it has a piece of paper.
The glare is on it. I can't see it.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that. All right, well, it's back to you.
I'm going to tax. And so I am taxing in both areas. Okay, so both the things I've played are markets. So in taxing region with your market, I can collect +1 good or +1 coin.
Correct.
So
you cannot tax a region. You cannot gain a +1 if you don't rule it.
Okay, but I can do it here.
You
so I can get 2 stone and a wood.
That's correct. So I'll give you an additional stone, and those come off the board.
Oh, I can take them here.
So I can't tax Kiev because there's no resources there anymore.
Hee.
Okay.
There you go.
So I get to muster for a coin. And I'll give that to you. And I'm going to muster here. And now it's your 5.
Okay. So I'm going to muster twice. 2 peeps.
They give you such a nice little, like, thing. Why aren't you putting them back in there? It's so nice to have everything, like, in this little tray. I love it. Kudos to Kirk for making a really great tray. What are you doing? Get out of there.
Oh.
You are not going to have Kiev.
What are you talking about?
You are not having Kiev.
What, are you going to put all of your people there?
Well, I only needed 1 more. That gives me rule.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put another one here. And I'll put another one... Yeah, why not? I'll put another one in there. Why not? Just because. Just because I want to. And you know what? When I defeated those rebels earlier, I should have gone up twice. I defeated 2 rebels. And I'm going to go ahead and play a scheme. You can play 1 per turn. And I'm just going to attack you.
Well, you got to draw a scheme card.
I do have to draw a scheme card. So, when you attack another player, not the rebels, when you attack another player, you have to draw and resolve the top scheme card. If on that scheme card there is a casualty listed, which you can see here, then I would actually lose one of the miniatures in that area.
One of his miniatures.
One of my miniatures. One of my soldiers' units. But there were no casualties.
On
so,
that card. You got lucky, kid.
Yeah, and I get to move up again.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay, so now we are going to...
You get to go to the claim phase.
Yeah. So claim track.
So how many regions do you rule?
I rule 1.
Yep. I rule
So I
1,
don't go
2,
anywhere.
3. I get to go up to 3.
Okay, so I have built in 2 adjacent regions.
Yes, you have.
I have 3 goods on a boat.
I have no goods.
Okay, and then I have not moved up on that. Okay, so choose deed cards in turn order.
Correct, and I'm now first player.
So that's an immediate.
What do you mean it's immediate? Yeah,
Like as soon as you take it.
Yeah, it changes immediately. Oh, and these deed cards go face up, and I actually played this scheme card earlier, so we'll go there.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the Grand Hunter. We will get rid of the Splendid Feast.
Mm-hmm.
Put 3 more out for the next round. Okay.
Nice.
And we go to refresh conversion token.
So hold on a second. Okay, yeah, you refresh those. That's good.
I did.
So these are conversion tokens. We haven't used these yet, and we haven't talked about them. Each player has a conversion token where you can spend goods from your boat to take an action. If you use it on your turn, you then refresh them at the end of the round. So
you can't
they could give a
overuse them,
build or a
obviously.
Mustard, right?
Mustard. You said mustard.
Mustard.
You know what Derek called mustard today?
What did I call mustard?
You said it was spicy.
We had spicy mustard.
No, you had Dijon mustard, and you called it spicy.
I thought it was a little spicy. I have
No.
terrible, I don't handle spicy food well. Dijon mustard was a little spicy. I mean, Seb was going hot.
Because you've taken chicken nuggets out of the oven. Not because of the mustard.
Oh, I love it.
Sorry.
Earn your income. Did you fill a row?
Yes, so I get
So
one.
you get 1. I don't have a row filled.
That's right.
And now we're going to replenish these out here. So what is it?
A wood
I
and
think
a
it's
stone. Just the things I took.
And a wood. How did you get 3 resources then if you only took...
had
you
a
taxed.
market.
Yeah. Okay, and then we advance the round marker to round 2, and we're going to get new workers at the next round.
Okay, so you are first player. So
Indeed.
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
When I come for you.
I want some more scheme cards. I think they're great. Man, there's so much stuff I want to do. I'm like, oh, I could do this. Then I could do this. Oh, and I can, there's so many just oh man. I feel like the Matrix and just things running down the wall, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff I could do. Ooh, you're gonna move. Interesting. Hold on. That's gonna be 3 or 2. Yeah, it's fine. I was thinking about putting a thing on there, but I'm not going to.
Oh, no. I want to build.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I also want to tax.
I know. That's what I'm like. Ooh, what do I want to do? There's so much stuff.
Okay. You're
Help
first.
me.
You get to build 1.
I do. So I get to build something, and I'm going to build a market here in Rostov. Oh, you know what though? Man, interesting. That's okay. Yeah.
What is that?
Deed card.
Oh, okay.
Draw a deed card.
Okay. I don't know why I have this. Shouldn't have had that because I played the one last turn. Okay. So
It was probably the one you didn't choose.
Probably. I will take this. And we'll draw 2.
And keep 1. I know. You draw these schemes and you're like, oh man, they're so good. That just straight up gives you 2 coins. It's so good. I'm going to keep the first player marker and draw 3. I'm going to draw from this stack. Now there are 2 stacks to draw from, which I think is interesting to give you a little bit options. I'm going to, oh man. So good. So good. And I will go ahead and... Do I want to use a scheme card right now? Because you can use a scheme card. You can complete a deed once per turn, and you can do a scheme once per turn. I'll pass. I'll see what happens here. Go ahead.
Okay. So I get to move.
Yes.
I move 3, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, And I'm just going to go ahead and play this.
Oh, wow. Double
and
muster.
Then a muster.
Nice. Double muster. It's really
You
solid.
keep saying muster.
I said muster. Muster.
Okay.
Rally the troops. I'm just going to call it rally.
It's muster.
What is it, my 4?
It is.
My 4 is attacks, so I'm going to gain 2 stone. And I'm going to get this piece of wood.
Okay, so mine is a muster.
And I gain that extra stone because, again, I have a market. I'm taxing from a region that I rule, which gives me a +1.
I'm putting both of them in Polotsk.
What did you do?
To join Agatha, I mustered.
Okay.
Okay, so if you say mustard, because...
You said it.
I say muster ed because it's past tense. I did it in the past.
Gotcha. I'm going to muster this turn, and I get to place 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I only have 1 left.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. What am I going to do? I need my troops.
Okay, I am going to do my double build, so I'm going to do here. So when I build this structure, I remove 1 opposing troop from that region, and I place 1 troop there.
So you get to do a little swap, and you can actually do it with opponents as well. You do not gain that for swapping with a rebel.
Unfortunately.
But it does give you more power over the land.
Okay, and then I am going to put out... I'm going to put out one of these. This
you're doing a build again?
I get 2 builds.
Stronghold.
Counts as one of my troops for a rule of region, and opponents reveal +1 scheme card if they attack me in this region.
Right. So when you're attacking, if you don't rule the land, you have to flip an additional scheme card. And if there's an opposing stronghold in the region, you also flip another scheme card. So it is possible for you to flip 3 scheme cards in an attack, which would be brutal. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. So let's go ahead and go advance the markers on the tracks. So regions, I still only rule 3.
4.
You rule 4, Lee?
1, 2,
3, 4. Oh, nice.
I also have built in 4 adjacent regions.
Yeah, sure have.
And I still only have 3 goods on my boat, though.
I have 3 goods on my boat now. Oh, you know what? I should have gained... You need to get a coin for not moving up the warfare track, and I should have had a coin. During this phase, you gain coins for not having... for
not moving?
For not moving up, and I should have one from last round, too. So...
I'll allow it.
Oh, after you took the scheme card.
That's why I'm allowing it. Wow. Okay.
All right, choose a deed card.
Earn income.
Oh, yeah, income, sorry.
And then full column, so I have 1 full column.
I have 1 as well, yeah.
Okay, so we each got 1.
And then, man, I got a lot of money.
Choose deed cards, you go first.
I do. Interesting. I'll do this one.
Okay.
Keep that one face up. I guess I can probably put my... That way you guys can see what deed cards I have. These are my current deed cards. This is my scheme card that I have in my hand.
Okay, we'll get rid of that. I'll put 3 new ones out. You want to refresh the things? I think all that's taken was stone and wood.
Stone and wood. You didn't get any, right?
I did not take any.
Okay.
This round.
Cool.
Okay, and then replenish tokens, advance the round marker, and receive.
Yay! We got more workers.
Twos.
Woohoo!
And I believe that's it. So now we have 5 workers to place. So this is like the halfway point of the game, but it's going to get longer because we have more people to place and more actions to take.
Exactly. It's just a perfect,
So now we
climax.
both have 2. So you can take them in either order,
2 twos.
Obviously, because they're both the same number. So it gives you a little bit more leeway with your planning because you can be like, okay, do I want to do this one first or this one? I'm not sure, so I'll place both of them on the things that will probably need to be done at the same time so we can decide. Yeah.
Sorry, Del, I just saw your comment asking about the deed cards. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you what deed cards we have available. So right now I have the Great Library. So this requires me to discard a scheme card and get rid of a stone and get a free build. And the Tithe wants to have 3 castles in adjacent regions, and I'll get 3 coins for that. And Lizzie has, what do you have?
Market day, so I want the markets in
3 different regions.
3 different goods. It's going to give me 3 different goods.
Correct. And then what's the other one?
The Grand Hunter, if I have the first player token and I discard 2
pelts, you get a free movement. Man, that seems really tough.
It does.
Because the only pelts are down here,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting. And I do think it's very interesting how you have various different areas that have, like, we have 2 fish, 2 wood, but only, and 2 stone, but 1 honey and 1 pelt. So the areas for those kind of difficult to get to. So, all right, let's go ahead and place. And I'm first.
You are first. What are
I
you gonna do?
am going to place here, and I am going to make this a 4. That's a 4, yo. You want it, you take it. It's going to cost you. You're doing it? Yes, it worked.
I have way more money than you do, though.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
I'm just, like, letting you know.
I'm cool with that. Let's go here. Should have done it. You're locked out. You're no attack for you. Sorry, we're just thinking really hard. So, like, when we get silent, that's when you know we're, like, thinking. When we're not talking is when you know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Bam. Made that a 6.
You know what?
That's pretty solid. That's good for you. Okay, so these are going to come off the board. So the bribes, everything stays. And let's go ahead and go to the first action. So the first thing for me is I'm going to build once. I'm going to build a market in Novgorod. I'm also going to discard my scheme, which is a free build as well. And I am going to build... no, that doesn't seem good. I'm going to build a stronghold in Kiev.
Okay. Okay, so my first thing...
Oh, and I have to get rid of this.
I had to pay to attack, and I am going to do it here.
Nice.
So it's going to give me a stone.
So you get a stone, and you'll move up the warfare track for doing a successful attack. Okay. My 2. Do I want to move first or attack first? I feel like I want to move first. So I get 3 movement points. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Like so. And that's it.
Okay, then. Well, I'm going to do this. I will take 2 cards.
2 schemes and keep 1. Feels good.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. And for those of you who are watching, don't forget, Team Derek or Team Lizzie over on Peacekeeper website, get free metal coins and maybe win, a free deluxe.
And get your own copy of this game.
And get your own copy of this game, because let's be honest, you know you want it.
It's so good.
Okay, so I'm going to attack. I get 1 attack. And the first attack will be...
Well, it's the only attack you have this round. This turn. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. I haven't used my leader very well.
Nope.
But that will change. I'll attack here, and I get a wood. Hey! Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do my other scheme, so I'm going to draw 3. Keep 1, 2,
Oh man,
3,
we're going to have to shuffle that back up.
Give me the bear.
Soon. Oh yeah, you get the bear. You don't want to give it to me? Are you sure?
No.
Come on.
I'm going to take
Come
this
on.
one.
That's not nice. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to attack twice.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack here. Moving up the warfare track. Oh, I should have moved up when I attacked the rebels earlier, so I'll move up twice now. And I have to draw a scheme card. Hey! No casualties. Bet you didn't see that coming.
Okay, So I'm going to build. So I am going to use
2 points of build.
everything to build it here.
Nice.
And I am in a region with different goods.
I'm marking 3 different goods.
Wood,
Yeah,
stone.
yeah.
So that's going to let me draw 2 scheme cards and keep one.
And then you'll keep that deed for in-game points.
Yes, I will score that.
It's really good.
Woohoo, yes. So, and I'm just going to go ahead.
You going to play your scheme?
I am. I'm going to take this guy, so I'm going to attack, and I'm going to get a pelt.
You get a pelt for that.
That was
nice.
Very good.
And you move up the warfare track.
That. Yes.
Solid. Okay, I get to tax twice. So I'm going to tax here for the honey. And I'm going to tax here for the wood. Now here's something you can do when you tax and you rule a land and you have a market. I can choose to gain another wood, but I don't necessarily need it on my board because I've already filled up 3 wood. So instead, I'm going to take a coin. I'd like a coin, please. Okay. All right. And then you have your tax.
So I'm going to do it here and get the wood.
You can't tax a place you don't rule.
That sucks.
Get a fish.
I know.
Get a little fishy.
I know. I really want to.
What about a... Oh, you've already got enough stone.
I filled up my stone. You took the honey. I'm so mad at you. Okay. I'll take this.
I love it.
You're the worst.
Yeah, I know. I try my best. Okay, that's the end of the strategy phase. So now we're going to go to... that's the end of the action phase. We're going to go to claim. So let's move the markers up. How many lands do you rule? I rule 1, 2, 3, 4 lands.
I only rule 3.
Well, you never go
backwards. So yeah,
good.
I'm fine.
How many buildings? I have 2 adjacent.
I have 5.
So I finally am on the board. And then trade goods, I have 6.
I have 6 too. So we're both at 5.
We both get to go to 5. We did the warfare. No one else gets any income because we're all up on the tracks. And then we go based on the number of columns we've finished. So I get 2 coins.
I have 2 as well.
All right. We refresh any of our conversion tokens if we've used them. Nobody's used them yet. And now we're going to replenish the goods. So we need a honey. What else did we take? Looks like wood. Did you take anything?
Yeah, I took a fish.
Okay. All right.
And we're going to get our...
Woo, this is it. Last round. This is where it gets crazy. This is where it all happens. Never seem to have enough time.
I know. Oh, we need to do these.
Oh, yeah. Let's get a deed card. I'm sorry. You go first because you got the first player marker. So this means you have to have 3 rebels and you discard 2 coins. Seems real good.
Yeah, because I already have 3 rebels.
I was going to take that if you didn't.
Yeah. Definitely.
Horde, I think is... Can you just look at that?
Look it up.
On Horde, I think it's I have to discard 3 goods that are the same.
Spend 3 goods of the same type. Draw 2 scheme cards. Keep one.
I'll take that.
Okay.
That one.
Should I put one down?
You can, because there may be some scheme cards that let you draw more, so sure.
You just draw from the top?
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Just put it out there.
Okay.
Finish it.
So, replenish,
this is the last round, though.
Advance. I'm first, because I have the bear.
You've got the bear. It's fun to say. I'm going first because I have the bear.
Fight me. Okay.
So much to do.
Man, so
little time.
Though.
Okay, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to do here. Decent. Nice. Okay.
Not today.
I'm gonna go here. There's so much. What up, Simon? Great to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Brian. Cannot wait to get this one to the table. Yes, Brian, I hope you get a chance to get this one to the table soon. The Game Boy Geek has a really good how to play video that Peacekeeper Games uses to kind of like really, really good how to play video. And the rulebook is good too. So really, I mean, it's not difficult to get to the table. Again, easy to learn, hard to master. I know we say that a lot about games, but that's really, really what you got to do. The music may have... Nope, it's still going. I'll restart it though. Let's see how this goes. Might just been in a quiet portion there. There we go. Okay. You should hear it now.
Okay.
Where did you go? You went to build? Perfect. Boop, boop, boop. And 1 coin. Love it. I love it. I love it.
I don't.
Okay. All right, so take the coin. You go first?
I go first. I pay 1 coin to tax. I am going to tax Smolensk, and I would like 2 honey, because I have a thing there.
You don't rule it. You can't have it. You can't and you can't tax there.
What?
Wait, where are you? How are you taxing? No, you don't rule it. You need 2 tax abilities. You have to have 2.
Dang it.
2 tax abilities.
I know. We'll tax here and take a fish.
You can do that.
You're the worst.
I'm just doing the rules. I'm just saying.
Okay, I took that.
I'm going to draw 2 of these and keep 1. Interesting. I will keep that one. Discarding this one.
I'm going to scheme.
Yes, you are. I'm going to draw 3. We went to the bottom of the deck here. If anybody attacks, we're going to have to probably reshuffle the decks. I'm trying to finish my deed cards. Like, been working towards it. No! My 2, I get to move twice.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what I want to do? Yeah. I'm going to move here. Actually, I'm going to move here. Oh, man. Hold on. I can move twice. Yeah. 1, 2.
Okay. I'm going to muster, so I'm going to put 2 here, so I own it. And...
Indeed. Okay, I'm going to tax once, and I'm going to tax here. Oh wait, yeah, because I rule that land. Yeah, it's if you have the market, but I didn't. I just want the pelt.
I don't move. So Agatha, when she moves, she can take 2 with her.
Nice.
So that was 1.
You get 2 points of movement.
I know. 2.
No.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Yes, it is. 1.
How many points of movement do you have? 3?
1. Yeah. So I moved him.
Oh, I thought you only
She
had 2
brings
points.
2.
Yeah.
I was the only one on the muster. Or on
Oh,
the move
you're
track.
the only one that moved. Yeah. Dang. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. You
I
got
know.
it. You got it.
I know what I'm doing.
I need to attack. I get 2 points of attack. Dang, this is tough. Man, it's not looking good for me. Okay, I'm going to use both points of attack to attack both of these. Flipping this one. Oh, no casualties. Flipping this one. No casualties again. Holy cow. That's incredible. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend these 3 wood to do this horde. So I spend 3 of the same type to draw 2 scheme cards and keep 1. So I need to reshuffle this scheme deck up.
Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do this card, which is I have 3 of the rebels, and I'm going to pay 2 coins, which is going to give me 1 at the end, and I'm also going to draw 2 cards.
Oh, hold on a second. I didn't take that off when I attacked.
Okay.
Oh, and I also move up twice here. Okay. So 2 steam, and I have to draw 2 and keep 1. You can do the same.
I know. Rubbish. Not what I wanted. Okay. It's my turn? Or are you still?
No, it's my turn.
Well then.
Or no, it is your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you went first, which means
Yes.
I should have one there last. Because it's you, me.
Well, I thought you were still, like, if you wanted to play a card or something.
No, I'm still... Hold on, let me think about what I want to keep here. I'll keep this one. What did you do with the one you just carded?
I've been throwing them up there. Sometimes.
Oh, well, you shouldn't, because those needed to be in the deck when we reshuffled.
Well, some of them I played, too.
Well, still need to be in the deck when we reshuffled.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's no big deal. I'll just reshuffle them now.
Okay, so I get to tax twice. And you're the worst. And you took Smolensk back.
I did.
I'm angry with you.
Did you need that?
So I'll tax here for a fish. And I will tax here for 2 stones. No, wait.
What's up?
No, I'll just take a coin so I can... Yeah.
Okay. So I get 1 build to build. 1 build. I have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to build... I'm going to build...
If we tie...
Here? We tie what?
Like for people in the area. Stop getting rid of my people.
Or hold on a second. I'm getting rid of that one. And hold on a second. I'm going to play one of these. I'm going to move 3 times. I'm going to move 1, 2. Control, control, control. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get to 5 regions. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Now it's your turn. This one is so crazy. Oh man, so cutthroat. It's so it's so non-confrontationally cutthroat, if that makes sense. Like, it's so like passive aggressive in its nature, where there's not like, oh man, I'm keep wiping you off the board. It's more like subterfuge, which can feel even worse if you play diplomacy and you just get backstabbed. Oh my gosh, like Lizzie's plans are falling apart right now.
So I'm gonna build one.
She's not happy about it.
I'm here, so I'm gonna build this castle, which is gonna remove. No, I don't want to do it there. Hang on, do I want to do it there?
I don't know. Do you want to do it there?
No, I'm gonna do this, which is going to give me a coin and an extra build, so I have 2 build.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. No, wait, yes.
Is that what you're doing? You showed me the card. What are you doing right now?
Hang on.
Stop getting rid of my cards over here.
Well, you handed it to me. Where did you want me to put it? Reach across to you to put it up there? No, I will do this, and I will build here.
Okay.
So that counts as 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we're tied there now.
We are.
Boo boo. There. Throw that up there since you're so particular about where the cards go all of a sudden.
I get 2 points of build. I will use. Hold on a second. So before my action, I'm going to do this.
Didn't you already play one of those? You moved 3. You can't play another one.
Yes, you can. Each turn, you play a scheme card.
No, it's the whole.
Each turn.
No.
Yep, you can complete a deed and play a scheme card each turn.
You did play.
Each time.
Each turn?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Each time you pull one off.
Yep. No.
Yes.
No, because I would have been using more.
Look at, well,
where?
Right here, scheme cards. Hold on. Keep going. Keep going. Right here. Playing schemes. Per turn. All right, so I'm going to
What's a turn
muster.
now?
A turn is pulling a worker off and activating it.
Are we sure about that?
I'm 100% positive. I'm going to muster. Where is muster? I have to look something up real quick.
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Hold on. I need to see this for a minute.
The music may have stopped.
Well, I hit it. I restarted it. Each muster point allows you to muster a troop taking a supply. See, I don't have any more troops in supply.
Then you don't get to do it.
Okay, that's fine. So in that case, then what I'll do is, instead of paying my coin, I will pitch this scheme to do the Great Library by paying a stone, pitching the scheme, and getting a free build point here. So I'm actually going to have 3 build points, but this is the first one. So the first one I'll do is I'm going to create a... you ready?
Whatever, I can't do anything.
Get rid of that. And then I get another build point, and I'm going to build here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I was not able to complete 2 deeds in 1 turn, because you can only do 1 deed per turn, but I also have the tithe payments, so it's okay. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go. Why are you so angry?
Because I thought I could only do 1 scheme per round, and so I did not use the ones I could have used, and I'm not happy that I didn't use them.
Okay, so now we're going to go to claim, so advance our markers. So how many regions do you rule?
1, 2,
2.
3.
3. Where's the third?
2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 3.
Actually, this is a tie, so you don't get that one, remember.
Yeah, I know. I rule 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
4 of them? Oh, man. Do I only have 4?
You only have 4?
Yeah, because you tied me there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, no. 1, 2. Oh,
Nope,
no, you
I'm
have this
2.
one. Oh, you tied me in both the ones that I really needed to win.
Ha.
Okay, so I only get there. And then buildings. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go all the way up there. And then goods, I used all my goods, so I don't have any more.
I go to 9.
Okay, so then we go to the end of the game because we have progressed through everything else. So I'm going to read through the rule book on how we do our in-game victory points, and that is Rurik. So, into the game, you're going to score points for your claim track. Each of the 3 claim tracks, you'll score points there.
So I have a total of 14 points because I have 5, 10, 13, 14.
Yep, and I have 3, 8, 10, 13. And you had how many?
14.
14, so 13 and 14. Then we go to agendas. So you're going to score, this is your agenda. We each started with an agenda. So here we go. This says rule the most structures. So I rule over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 structures. How many do you rule over? One. Nope. No.
Oh,
rule over. You only rule over.
One.
Nope. This is. Oh yeah, you do rule that one. So 1, 2. That's it. So I get that.
Okay.
So I get 2
I'll
points.
finish first on the place on the trade track, which I did. So that's 2 points.
Nice.
So I'm
still
16.
behind you by 1. 15 to 16. And then how many deed cards did you complete? I completed 2 deed cards.
I did 2.
So we're literally
17,
1 point
18,
behind
19.
each other.
No, I'm at 19. I did a 2 and a 1.
Oh no. So wait a minute. What, you have 19 points? I have 17 points. Oh,
so I still won?
2 points. You still won, even though you were like, oh, I didn't get to
I'm
use
so
all my
mad because I
schemes."
could have done better. Because I could have played more of those cards. Because I honestly, legit thought it was only 1 per round.
No, it's never been that way. In the 6 plus times we played this game.
I know. Well, okay.
A
couple of those times were last summer, so
never been that way. I love it. Oh my goodness.
That was my misunderstanding.
It's okay.
It's okay. I won, guys.
It's fine. I won. It's all good. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. Again, we talked about why we liked it so much in the first while we played. So if you're watching again, you'll understand what keeps bringing this one back to us. Again, we've played it 6+ times. We covered it multiple times on the Kickstarter when it was live last year. We've played it twice since getting it, and it's one that I want to keep playing. Oh, yeah. Like, it's just repeatedly good.
The theme is different and unique.
Yeah.
The auction bidding, but that's also planning your turn, is so good. It is so good, you guys.
It's so weird.
And then you get to like the actual turn where you're taking the actions and you're like, why did I do that? That's the wrong spot. I need those 2 to switch. And then you're like trying to find a way to maximize what you did, but you're like, man, 5 minutes ago me was an idiot.
Not only that, but you have you also, okay, there's so many layers of play
here, it out,
right?
Babe.
I know, there's so many layers here, because look, this is what happens. You play this out, right? You're placing your workers, you're doing all this stuff, and then when it comes to taking the actions, your opponents can totally do things you had no idea they were going to do. They can just throw a monkey wrench, and you're like, what? So at that point, it goes from strategic into tactical, because you're like, okay, I have to figure out how to fix this problem. So now it becomes a puzzle of like, because I'm sure I did some stuff where you're like, I didn't see you doing that. I didn't see you coming up to Novograd.
I was like,
I know. I held that scheme to move 3. I'm like, she knows I don't have this. And when you were moving and like making your people
I'll spread out so that I can get them. And Derek's like,
I'm like, I wanted you to keep spreading out even further.
Okay.
I'm like,
please. And so at the beginning of the track, I had B at the top of the rule thing, and that's normally what I do. And then when I saw how he went to Kiev and that, because that's the rule 5 regions, including Kiev and Novgorod. And I was like, that's what he's going after. Goodness. He's going to try and rule a bunch. I don't want to compete with him because that's going to be really tight, and then we're both going to be competing. So I switched over to the trade, which I was able to take control of, and I got 5 points off of that. And then I got the 2 points for being able to maximize that.
I mean, I got the points off mine as well.
I mean,
I got my rule
but we both would have been like fighting over something like that, and I was just like,
it's true. You don't know what your agendas are, right? Yeah. These are secret, hidden agendas. No one knows, so you can kind of deduce based on when the game's playing out, like what they're trying to go for.
But I mean, also. Right. He had like the most regions or whatever, ruling the most. You could also be like at the top of one of those regions, and so those are different, but they're kind of conflicting because you're both trying to.
I wish I would have had the top of the warfare track. That one's good.
Yes.
To be at the top.
Yeah, and there's quite a few of them, so it does make the
game there's lots of agendas, and you're dealt 2 of them. You keep 1, so again, you've got choice over kind of where you want your path to go. Having your leaders, and again, there's so much strategy in the base game that like the leaders are kind of just icing on the cake. Like there'll be key instances, like when Lizzie used Agatha to move up to Novgorod, and I used my Zvyagtopol once or twice, but like they don't always come into play every single turn. But
when you use them, they're so
exactly
great. Being able to move 3, like Agatha and the 2 up at once. And Derek was like, "What? You can do that? Hang on."
Like, there's so many. So you've got Maria. Once per round, when you muster, you can place them in a single adjacent region that you don't occupy. So Maria lets you spread out.
I played with her a couple times.
Really good. Imislav, it only costs you 1 tax to tax or 1 build point to build, regardless of who rules. This is a really good card.
I would like him.
Yaroslav, you win ties for regions. Again, solid card. Predslava, once per round on your turn, move an opponent's troop from her region to an adjacent region for free. but then you get a supply. You get a
The
coin.
opponent gains.
Svitoslav, you may spend attack points as muster. So that's pretty cool. And then Boris, when you attack an opponent in Boris's region, reveal one less scheme card.
Ooh.
Yeah,
See,
but
but
you
they're
give
all
them
so
1
good.
coin. They're all great. So like
And
it doesn't
the
matter what you
minis-
get. Oh, the minis are
beautiful.
fantastic.
They're lovely.
I mean, they did such a good job with the miniatures here. You can see the detail on these. I can't wait to paint these up because they're
And the box insert is really cool. I don't know.
Oh
if you've
yeah.
seen
Let's
this.
show
Hang
them
on.
this. This is so cool.
So all the buildings and the workers,
So
the
all of
go
your
in there.
people.
I'm not gonna put them all in there, but
Can you
so
put
this is where your little mini people go. You can put your markers in there, like those up there are gonna go in there.
Look at that.
It
Look
pops
at that.
in.
Like, what? And then you just peel this off. Like, this is such a cool design. This insert is absolutely fantastic.
It
And it's
saves
not a
so
game
much
trace,
space.
which again really surprised me. Like Lizzie and I, when we were
I was like,
unboxing
oh, this is really nice. And he's like, it's not game trace. I was like, what do you mean
Yeah,
it's
she's
not
like,
game
this is
trace?
totally
I
game
was like,
trace.
"Totally." He's like, no, it's not. Look it up.
I'm
So
like,
then
"It's
we
not
spent
game
like
trace."
5 minutes like looking it up because I was like, it's gotta be. It's not. He did a really great job with the insert because I'm
Yeah.
a big insert person.
I am too. Really, really good. So all around, I honestly, again, this is a review copy we got from Kirk. And I can't
Peacekeeper
speak
Games.
more highly about this game. Stan did an absolutely phenomenal job of the design, the development of this game. I mean, this is one I'm going to play for years to come.
Forever.
I mean, I'm a huge area control fan.
I will never let him get rid
And
of
then
it. Not that
when-
he would, but
I love area control, and then you put on worker placement, auction bidding, and action programming. Like, I don't know of any game that creates the same sort of puzzles here. So, anyways, absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know what else to say. Again,
don't forget, Team Derek or Team Lizzie, go buy a copy of this, get free metal coins, which are awesome, and be entered to win a copy of Gearworks.
yeah, a deluxe
so cool.
Gearworks, which
Yeah.
is really, really nice. So, anyways, that's all we got for y'all. We will see you Thursday. We'll see you the
Maybe
rest of this
tomorrow.
week, maybe tomorrow with some more live streams.
Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks,
See ya.
guys.